Hello and welcome to the HVAC Diaries. My name is Jessica, and I'm a commercial and industrial refrigeration and air conditioning apprentice here in Vancouver, BC. I work with my family, with my dad and my brother, and they are teaching me the trade. Today is Friday, April 15th, and this is my weekly vlog.
This video is sponsored by Nice Job, an online reputation marketing company that helps you get and manage reviews for your business.
This week we had some really cold mornings. In fact, on Thursday, it snowed. And then on Thursday afternoon, we had 14-degree weather. What is going on? So I've got this heated vest by a company called DSG Outerwear, DSG Heated Gear. It's a vest. So I love wearing that because it leaves me with my arms free when I'm working inside and it's not so hot. And then when I go outside, like onto a rooftop, I just turn it on by pressing the button. And then I'm all warm and I can still move. I've got all my arms free and everything. I love it. This week we spent a lot of time on a chiller at a cardboard factory. We spent 7 hours cleaning it with chemicals and a pressure washer. And we took out so much dirt. The water was black, but there's still wax that's like sort of baked onto the fins. So we're gonna have to get a steam pressure washer, like a hot water pressure washer, and see if that will help. The next day we went back to flush the glycol tank, which over the last few years, the workers there have just topped it up with makeup water over the years. So it's diluted the glycol mixture in there. So right now there's no glycol in there at all. And it's resulted in a whole lot of rust in the system. So we flushed that tank like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times. The water was dark, nasty brown when we started. And when we left, we had it at a nice light brown, like a clear brown color. So we're gonna leave that over the weekend, and the guy's gonna check the condition of the water on Tuesday or Wednesday next week. And if it's chocolate brown again, we're going to have to use a chemical flush thing. It's a chemical that you put into the system and you run it for 8 hours and then you flush the whole system. And if I may just go on a little rant here about maintenance. I'm flabbergasted by the companies out there that rely so heavily on their refrigeration equipment, whether it's like a walk-in freezer that holds your meat, or if it's in this example, it's a chiller that keeps the glue on the cardboard at a certain temperature. If the glue gets a little bit warmer than it needs to be, everything sticks to the cardboard and then it slows down their production while they're waiting for this glue to cool down. So if you rely so heavily on refrigeration for your production line, why wouldn't you do maintenance when it's required? Now we're sitting in an emergency situation where they can't have the thing down at any point, but they need it to be running, but it's not efficient anymore. So you know that saying, like, if you don't make time for maintenance, maintenance will make time for itself? I don't know if that's how the saying goes, but it's something like that. And that's the situation that we're in right now. And it wouldn't be a proper week in HVAC land without some maintenance. So I was lucky enough to do a maintenance service on a bunch of refrigeration equipment at a fast food place. And also did a few maintenance services on some rooftop units, changed some filters, did the regular whole thing. During one of my maintenance services, I was servicing a Rude unit, and I popped a fuse, which I've never done before. This is the fuse, actually, it's right here. I saved it. And unfortunately, for some reason, I didn't have a single fuse in my truck that day. I checked everywhere. I've got this little bits box where I've just got a whole bunch of just random stuff. I checked there, I had nothing. I had nothing in my multimeter bag. I checked my tool bag. I was scrounging around the bottom trying to look for this tiny little fuse, and I had nothing. So I drove 15 minutes to the local supplier, got a bunch of them for next time, and then I threw it up on TikTok, and so many people suggested that I just take a fuse from the fuse box in my truck. You live and you learn. Now next time I won't be caught without fuses. But next time I am caught without fuses, now I know the trick. And the last thing I'll mention before I go is yesterday we were sourcing a fan cover. It's literally a 6 to 7 inch fan cover. It's plastic. It's like this big. And when we were at the supplier, I was like, well, let's just get 6 of them. They need 6. Let's just replace all of them. They'll all look the same. I'm like, what? They could be like $7. My dad jokes with me. He's like, oh, I don't know. They're probably like $60 a piece. Really? So the supplier guy looks it up and he says to us, it's $94. And I'm watching his face. I'm like, there's going to be a smile. He's going to laugh any second. Nope. That's the price of this thing. Unreal. So we spent a little bit of time, did a little bit of research, and we found some generic ones for like $13 a piece. Holy moly, who's gonna buy an OEM fan cover for $94? And then we gotta sell it? We gotta add some markup and then we gotta sell it? No way. Not happening. Well, that's all for today, this week. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the HVAC Diaries HVAC vlog. I know I missed last week. I'm really sorry, but I had a slammed week and a weekend. It was crazy. But here I am today. Thank you for joining me. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week. Probably. Yes.
Hey, nice job!